Hey everyone, it's me again, Brittany, and I'm here today to do my birthday book haul, which she's gonna be a big one. I honestly don't know how many books there are gonna be in this haul. I'll actually flash the number right here. There were a lot of gifts from you guys, which is just the sweetest thing ever. I'm honestly really touched that so many of you guys reached out, that so many of you guys wanted to send me things from my Amazon wish list. It was just so kind and so completely unnecessary, but I'm just so excited to unwrap a lot of these in front of you because as you can tell, there were a lot that came in that fun gift wrapping. So we're gonna be opening them up for the first time today. I'm so excited, and yeah, I'm gonna try and speed through some of these summaries once again because there are just so many to talk about. I do also have some books on this list that I bought for myself. So because of that, if my summaries are not phenomenal, then I will be linking the books down below in my description box as I always do. So please check down below in my description box. If you want a better summary of the book, follow the link, check out the summary, buy it if you want to, totally up to you. And once again, because my shelves are still currently empty, don't worry, I finally have all my shelves in place and we should have a reorganization coming soon. But I wanted to do one last haul this way where I have all the books backwards and then I turn them around as I talk about them because you guys seemed to really like that. So we're back. Let's get into the video, the meat of the video. I do want to start the video off by saying a big ol' thank you to A Book of the Month for sponsoring today's video. It's actually fun because they gave me 2 of their Book of the Month boxes this time to hold the 5 book picks. I've actually worked with Book of the Month quite a few times in the past already, so you might already know who they are, but just in case you don't, Book of the Month is this really popular and amazing online service that's made for readers, and they have a main mission of promoting new and emerging authors through their book picks every single month. They do this with an amazing team that goes through hundreds of new and early release titles so that you can be sure that the 5 books that they pick for every single month are really special picks. As a subscriber, you get to choose at the start of every single month 1 out of the 5 books that they've picked, and it gets sent straight to your door for the low price of $14.99. And I say low price because we're readers here. We all know that adult fiction hardcover books tend to be very expensive, and $14.99 for a new release adult fiction book is the best price. And to top it off, Book of the Month is actually a risk-free service. So let's say that out of the 5 book picks that they've picked out for that month, you still don't like any of them. There is absolutely no charge in moving your book pick on over to the next month and just skipping this one altogether. So if you do want to check out Book of the Month, please look down in the description bar below. They've also given me a discount code for you guys to use that will actually make your first box $9.99. The discount is going to be this right here on the screen, but also I will leave it linked down in my description below. So if you want to check out Book of the Month, be sure to also check my description bar. And yeah, I'm very excited to actually see what the book picks are for the month of October because I haven't looked yet. And yes, I do consider this part of my birthday book haul because it's kind of like a gift. It came in time for my birthday book haul. It's part of it. All right, let's look. Ooh, wait, that looks really nice in the blue box, right? And just in case you were wondering, yes, your books would come in this blue fun box every single month, so look forward to that on your doorstep. So the first 2 books that are gonna be in the box is, oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh! So the first 2 books that are the book picks for October are gonna be Ties That Tether by Jane Igharo and The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I'm so excited. Let's open up the other box just before I give you the summaries on those. Ooh. This also looks really good in the blue box, right? I don't know, I just like blue. Okay, and then the next 3 books are Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman, the prequel to Practical Magic, The Girl in the Mirror by Rose Carlyle, Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam. Ooh. So I'm going to be reading the little excerpt at the top of these just for efficiency's sake. So we have Ties That Tether by Jane Igharo, and this one's blurb is when a Nigerian woman falls for a man she knows will break her mother's heart, she must choose between love and her family. Ooh, sounds like a love story, but also familial issues, which I love to see. That sounds bad, but I like conflict. Guys, I'm so excited about this. I did not know that this was going to be in the Book of the Month box. I mean, I didn't know any of these books were going to be in the Book of the Month box, obviously. You all know that Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is actually one of my most anticipated reads of the year, so this is so exciting. I love how the cover looks. It's black and gold. A life no one will remember, a story you will never forget. And then the blurb at the top is, never pray to the gods that answer after dark. I want to give like a more, okay, you know what, because I know the summary for this one, so I'm gonna give it to you. But this is V.E. Schwab's newest book, and it basically follows a woman who makes a deal with the devil, and she's going to live forever, but at the cost of every person she ever meets forgetting her. Yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna tell you about it, because I feel like knowing more is just not as fun. I like short summaries. So then we have Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman, which is the prequel to Practical Magic. In an unforgettable novel that traces a centuries-old curse to its source, beloved author Alice Hoffman unveils the story of Maria Owens, accused of witchcraft in Salem and matriarch of the Owens family, featured in Practical Magic and the Rules of Magic. I've heard of Practical Magic, but I haven't read it. I don't know what it's about, but I definitely know Alice Hoffman is an author, so that's cool, and it sounds really interesting. The Salem witch trials are just such a fascinating piece of history. The Girl in the Mirror by Rose Carlyle. Twin sisters, identical on the outside, dangerously different on the inside. Identical twins, one wants what the other has. How far will she go to get it? This sounds thrillery. I'm already very intrigued. I wanted to keep reading, and then I remembered we're just doing blurbs. And the last book pick for the month of October is Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam. And I love this cover. It's very aesthetically pleasing, very geometric and clean lines, and I like this. I like this a lot. Oh, there's no blurb. Oh, this one doesn't have a blurb, but it's a pretty short summary. Okay, well. Amanda and Clay head out to a remote corner of Long Island expecting a vacation, a quiet reprieve from life in New York City, quality time with their teenage son and daughter, and a taste of the good life in the luxurious home they've rented for the week. But with a late night knock on the door, the spell is broken. Ruth and GH, an older couple who claim to own the home, have arrived there in a panic. These strangers say that a sudden blackout has swept New York, and with nowhere else to turn, they've come to the country in search for shelter. But with the TV and internet down and no cell phone service, the facts are unknowable. Should Amanda and Clay trust this intruding couple and vice versa? What has happened back in New York? Is the vacation home, isolated from civilization, truly a safe place for their families? And are they safe from one another? Ooh. I'm glad they've included a couple thrillers because it's spooky season, guys. So those are going to be the 5 book picks for the month of October. Again, check out the links down below if you want to check out more about Book of the Month. But without further ado, let's get into my birthday book haul. So the first book that I bought myself was actually Star Daughter by Shweta Thakrar, and this is a book that was also on my most anticipated of the year. I'm very, very excited. I pre-ordered it and it came in on the day that it released, as pre-orders do. We follow silver-haired Sheetal, who is the daughter of a goddess and who ends up having to play in the gods' games so that she can find her father the help that he needs. And that's really kind of all I want to talk about with this, because it's very exciting, it's beautiful, it sounds like it's gonna be a great time, and can we talk about this cover? Like, let's do a book that was gifted to me. So the next book that we're gonna talk about, oh, this is actually the most recent one that I got, so that's kind of funny. But that's gonna be Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. This is actually a book that I was so excited about. I added it recently to my list. So thank you so much to Veronica, or at The Crafty Veronica, for gifting this to me. I am so excited to read it. And I feel like the first line of the summary is just the perfect. This is honestly what grabbed me, so I'm hoping it'll grab you as well. It says, a young woman and a Mayan death god embark on a life-changing journey in this one-of-a-kind fairy tale inspired by Mexican folklore. And then the next thing it says is the Jazz Age. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the first thing that intrigued me by this book was the stunning cover, but the actual premise of it sounds amazing, so thank you to Veronica for gifting this to me. I cannot wait to pick it up. Let's do 2, because these were actually gifted to me by the same person, and that's gonna be Aurora Burning by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman, and Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. First of all, they look so good next to each other. And both of these books were actually gifted to me by Harmony, so thank you so much to Harmony. I'm so excited. Aurora Burning is the sequel to Aurora Rising, obviously. And Aurora Rising was about a mismatched group of unlikely heroes who have to band together after they found a girl sleeping in cryosleep for over 100 years. And when she wakes, she has no idea what happened. It was a really fun story. It definitely gave me Guardians of the Galaxy style vibes, but I cannot wait to see what the second one has in store, so thank you. And then also Spin the Dawn, which this one is actually one that I recently decided I wanted to read more about, because I remember initially when everyone talked about it, it was very like, what's that one show called? Is it America's Next? It's one of those fashion shows. I cannot remember what the exact like comparison was, but basically we follow a girl who is an amazing seamstress and dreams of being the best seamstress in the land, but she's only a girl, so she can really only aspire for so much. But when her father is invited to the summer palace to join in a competition to make one of the best dresses, and whoever makes the best dresses gets to be the royal tailor, she poses as her father's son and joins the competition. But this all kind of comes to a head because not only does she have to create one of the best and most amazing dresses there has ever been, she has to hide her identity, but then she also has to go on a journey to find the missing piece to her perfect dress. So yeah, I think that the comparison was like America's Next Top Model and Mulan, so that sounds amazing, and yeah, I'm really excited to pick both of these up. So thank you so much again. Let's do another one that I got myself. So we're gonna do Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, the 10th anniversary edition. This is, you know, the stunning, matching, beautiful book to the 10th anniversary edition of City of Bones. I think I like this one better, just like the graphic. I love the deep red. I love how the gold looks on it, and I love the things that are in it. I've been wanting this for quite a while. As you guys know, The Infernal Devices is definitely my favorite of the Shadowhunter books, so the moment that the 10th anniversary edition of this got announced, I automatically added it to my cart, but I never got it. And then when my birthday was coming up, I was like, you know what? I deserve it. I can do this for myself. So that's really all I have to say about this. I feel like I've talked a lot about Infernal Devices recently too, so I'll try and not give you a summary. Let's open up one of the bags. Let's do this one. So this is a gift from a German subscriber, which is amazing, and her name is, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, I can feel it. So her name is Thea.Monchik, I believe. Either way, I'm gonna put it up right here, but let's open it on up. Again, I'm opening these with you for the first time, so we're gonna just react together. It's Vicious Spirits! Oh, this is the second book in the Wicked Fox duology by Kat Cho, and I'm so excited. This cover is stunning. Wicked Fox followed a Gumiho, which is a nine-tailed fox in Korean mythology that eats the souls of men basically to stay alive, and Vicious Spirits is not following the same characters, but I do believe that the characters that were in Wicked Fox do make lots of appearances in this one. And I'm just really excited to read this. When I read Wicked Fox, I hadn't ever seen a K-drama, so I didn't really pick up on the things that they were putting down, but I have watched a K-drama since then, so I am ready to pick up the things that they put down, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much to Thea for gifting this to me. And Luna's playing with the wrapping, if that's what you're hearing. I'm gonna try and let y'all in again. Let's grab this one. Oh, this is actually this is a unique one, because when I was gifted all of these books, they were gifted from my wish list. So I didn't know that I could be gifted things that weren't on my wish list, but that's actually what this is. Good Talk, A Memoir and Conversations by Mira Jacob. I'm gonna read you the little gift receipt for it because I think it's really cute, but it says, "Hi Brittany, you probably have a giant TBR, but I promise this one will be worth the read. It's a graphic novel memoir that is incredibly funny, sad, sweet, and discuss the reality of being a POC in America, from Mary." So thank you so much to Mary for introducing this book into my TBR. I mean, yeah, my TBR is ginormous, but there is always time for a cool graphic novel that talks about being a POC in America. And I'm really grateful to you for having thought of me and sending it to me for my birthday. I'm really excited to pick it up. I love graphic novels, and I really feel like this is going to be a good talk. I know you saw what I did there. I want to open another one of the bags. Okay, let's do this side. From Erin L. Oh, I love all these notes. If you guys didn't know, whenever I do get a gift from you guys, I actually tape in the notes from the gift. So like if you write me something and anything like that, I always tape it into the book so that I can first remember like who gave it to me, and I can also just kind of like read your notes whenever I just feel bummed or anything like that. So this is a graphic novel that was more recently added, I feel like, to my Amazon wish list, and it's called Blackbird by Sam Humphries and Jen Bartel and a myriad of other authors and creators, and it's book 1 of The Great Beast. If you guys didn't know, a big thing that helps me pick out what graphic novels I want to read is the art style, and this art style drew me in instantly, so there's that. The blurb on the back says, "The Great Beast. Magic is like water, your heart is a fountain. There's a magical world hiding in Los Angeles, and Nina Rodriguez knows it. When an enormous otherworldly beast kidnaps her sister, Nina must confront her past and her demons, not to mention the ruthless cabals in charge of the city's magic, to get her sister back and reclaim her life." It definitely gives me like superhero slash Shadowhunter vibes, but like really the art style, I'm gonna be honest, is one of the bigger reasons why I added it. So thank you so much to Erin for gifting this to me. I cannot wait to pick it up. I've really been in a graphic novel mood, so this is perfect. And there's actually something else in the bottom. Is this a necklace? Oh my gosh, wait, that's so cool. Oh my god, this is so Slytherin. Like the chain alone is beautiful, but like the pendant, and it looks like a snake. The Slytherin vibes. I love this. This is so cool. What the heck? This is so sick. Oh my gosh, thank you. This one. Oh. So the next book that got gifted to me was The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. Luckily they did get my Bibliophile in stock, Mary, so thank you so much for your well wishes. I'm pretty sure that you're half the reason why I got them. This was gifted to me by Mary, and I'm really excited. I actually have been way more into romance lately and just like enjoying reading romances. It's just like a good old time. It's just an easy time, and so I've been also wanting to build up my physical copies of romances because I don't have most of the ones that I've read in physical form, but they're just such beautiful spines that I think they're gonna look really great on my shelves and add a little burst of color to them. But specifically, The Hating Game is one that I've heard a lot of good things about. I mean, come on guys, the blurb literally says nemesis, noun, a long-standing rival, an arch enemy, 2, a person's undoing, 3, Joshua Templeman. If you didn't know, hate to love is probably my favorite trope. Needless to say, I was very excited about this. Thank you so much to Mary for gifting it to me. I cannot wait to sink my teeth into it. It's definitely like a vampire reference, but for whatever reason, I'm gonna go with it. I bought myself Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi, and I know you're probably thinking, Brittany, I thought you didn't like Children of Blood and Bone. And you would not be wrong in that statement, but a lot of the things that I didn't like about Children of Blood and Bone were kind of like writing aspects. I felt like there was a lot to be improved upon as far as the writing went, and that like the tempo of the story was not perfect, which obviously no story is, but like the tempo of the story was not for me. So I was going back and forth for a while on whether I wanted to buy Children of Blood my camera died. So as I was saying, Children of Virtue and Vengeance, I did just want to give it a second shot, just because, I don't know, to be actually totally honest, I haven't heard almost anything about the second book. The first book got a ton of hype and everyone talked about it so much, and I feel like I had very high expectations going into it. But Children of Virtue and Vengeance I've heard almost nothing about, so I'm curious. I want to see if I'm gonna enjoy it. So I bought it, and here we are. We'll see. I'm not going into it though with the mentality that I'm not going to like it. I'm actually going into it with the mentality that I'm going to like it better, so that's the key. Oh my gosh, wait, let's do these two books next because they were gifted to me by Noria from Noria the Reader. I love her so much, and she specifically said the goal of buddy reading them with me, and like, yes, of course we can. I'm so excited. I'm actually also excited because she's having like a cool book roast thing that I'm taking part of, so be sure to check out the trailer she made. It's really cool. But she gifted me The Poet X and With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I'm so happy to have these. I feel like they're gonna be so much fun. The Poet X is another like verse style book, like how her newest book is, but With the Fire on High is actually not told in verse, which I've heard kind of mixed reviews about that. I feel like some people really loved it and were actually totally amazed with what she did with the story, and other people kind of prefer her verse thing. But either way, I'm really excited to try both of these out, and I'm just really grateful to Noria for giving them to me. I can't wait to buddy read them with you. Let's do it, girl, because we all know I need motivation to read. Ooh, let's do a bag. I want to do one of the ones on this side. Ooh, this one is from Taylor, and they told me that the audio for it is amazing, so I'm excited to see what it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, this is so exciting. So it's The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton, and this one came out at like a similar time as The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and everyone was kind of like, but I'm so excited to read this. It's like a thriller novel where someone dies in the house, but at the end of the day, the person keeps waking up in a different body, like until they find who the killer is, I believe, something along those lines. But it just sounded really cool, kind of like Clue-ish, but also paranormal. I'm hyped to see how this one goes. Oh my god, wait, look at those end papers. This is definitely giving me Clue vibes. I'm so excited to read this, Taylor. Thank you so much for gifting this to me. And like, they even said, I know this was on your list from a long time ago, but I only just read it, and like, no, please. I love backlist titles. Like, I honestly sometimes prefer backlist titles, but that's a talk for another time. So the next book that I have to haul is The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare, and this is the first book in the Magnus Bane and Alec Lightwood series called The Eldest Curses. Ooh, this is very mysterious. It says, enjoy your gift from a viewer. So thank you to a viewer for giving this to me. I can't wait to read it. It's actually interesting. This is definitely like the shortest of all of the Cassandra Clare books, so I feel like that might be kind of good. Her books keep getting longer and I'm like, it doesn't need to be. Ooh, let's grab this. So we have Fortuna Sworn by KJ Sutton, and this was actually gifted to me by Vish, or From Books with V. So that's really, really exciting. I have actually, this is kind of a funny story. So Fortuna Sworn, the reason that this has been so high on my radar is because I got an email a long time ago when it was like originally coming out asking if I wanted to receive it, and I missed the email completely, and by the time like I got to it, it was just way too late in the game. And ever since then though, I've been really intrigued by the story. So thank you so much to Vish for getting this for me, because I am so excited. I mean, look at the blurb. It says, we were meant to be seductive. We were designed to lure humans in. I mean, it just gives me like siren vibes, but fairy vibes, and the artwork alone on this cover is just so beautiful. Like, this is the aesthetic that I want for my Halloween decor. And life, really. Just like, I love this. I love this. So thank you so much. Right here. So this one is actually from Taylor L. So I'm very excited to see what's inside. And the message was super sweet, so thank you. I was able to spend time with those that I love. Oh my gosh, cool. So this is actually Starfish by Akemi Dawn Bowman, and I'm not gonna lie, the main reason this book was on my radar was from the vlog, or like the video that Books with Chloe made of reading a random book off of her shelf. She just fell absolutely in love with this story, and it really, really intrigued me. It says, I draw a very small fish swimming in the ocean and realizing it's filled with planets and stars. That sounds so lovely. I really don't know much about this, and I don't really want to know much about this. I know what I need to know, which is that it's a heartbreaking and hard story to read. But again, thank you so, so much to Taylor. I can't wait to read this. I just love hard-hitting books. One that I actually got for myself, and that's Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan, and the tagline is Let Them Fear Her. I've heard very mixed reviews about this book. Very mixed reviews. From what I understand, you either love or hate the fight scenes, and that's really kind of like where, as much as I knew. Ooh, okay, wait, I'm gonna read the big things. Prepare to meet a girl named Nadia who hears the whispers of the gods inside her head. A prince surrounded by desperate suitors and deadly assassins. A monster hidden behind pale, tortured eyes and a smile that cuts like a knife. Ooh, and their lives are intertwined during a centuries-long war. So this is the book. I have seen this, like without the dust jacket on, everywhere. I didn't realize that this was the book that had it. I like it better than the dust jacket. I don't know what to do with that information, but I'm really excited. I mean, I did buy this myself, so I would hope that I was excited to read it, you know? This. Ooh, a book from the list of my most anticipated book releases. And it was gifted to me by Jennifer, so thank you, Jennifer. Oh my gosh! This is so exciting. It's Loisona by Romina Garber. So this is 100% a book on my most anticipated releases for the year. And I actually now understand, so on my little tag it said de Jennifer, so I'm assuming she might speak Spanish, but either way, I'm so excited. And the reason, like the biggest reason why I'm so excited about this is the author, Romina Garber, is actually Argentinian. So if you guys didn't know, I'm Argentinian, and it's very, very, very rare for me to ever see Argentinian anything in books. So I'm so excited to get to this. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for giving this to me. I cannot wait to jump in. I mean, look, it says undocumented, unprotected, unafraid. The cover alone is so beautiful too. Like, those pages. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, wow. I don't know what to do with this information either. Sometimes the book without the dust jacket is so much more beautiful. And I mean, this dust jacket was already beautiful. Oh my god. Thank you, Jennifer. I can't wait to read this. Wow, I feel like my summaries are especially bad for today's video, but it's because like I don't have anything prepared in my mind. So most of the time going into my hauls, I at least know what I'm going to haul and have an idea set in my mind before the video of what I wanted to talk about with the books. And today's, I don't. I'm so sorry. So, oh, this one I actually did already open, and this was gifted to me by Molly from Mouse's House of Books, and I actually opened this in my birthday vlog. So it was the first thing I opened before deciding that I wanted to be able to unbox them all with you guys. The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I'm very, very excited about this book. I've heard that it gives a lot of really lovely Wayward Children's vibes. Basically, we're following a caseworker who has to go to a house that has a very interesting group of children housed in it, and these are all children that could potentially end the world, and basically he has to go to the house and make sure that like everything's good, they're not gonna end the world anytime soon, but it really just like blossoms into more things because maybe there's a little bit of a romance or an intrigue happening between our main caseworker dude Linus and Arthur, who is the master of the orphans. That sounds different. I don't think it's called Master of the Orphans, it's called, oh my gosh, it is the Master of the Orphanage. Okay. But I'm so, so excited about this. Again, thank you, Molly, for gifting this to me. I just know that it's gonna give me all the good vibes. And let's grab this. I feel like I'm saving some of the most exciting ones for the end, so, or not like the most. Actually, all of these have been pretty exciting, but you'll see what I mean. So this one was actually gifted to me by Jennifer once again. Oh my gosh. And so it says, con mucho amor, Jennifer. My Insta is Jenny_the_lover_of_books. So I'll be sure to put that up if you guys want to check her out. Ooh. What? Wait, what? I don't think this was in my wish list either, but like, thank you for figuring out a way to get this to me. I don't know how I didn't know about this. So it's Kiki's Delivery Service by Aiko Kadono, and guys, if you didn't know, Kiki's Delivery Service is one of my absolute nostalgic favorite movies of all time. When I was a child, that sounds weird. When I was a kid, I would literally put this movie on repeat. I was not a repeat movie kind of gal, but Kiki's Delivery Service, I didn't realize that it was like the atmosphere of the movie for a really long time until I got older, but I just loved the way everything was drawn and it made me feel so comfortable, and I used to even like pack up a little backpack just like Kiki would and pretend that I was gonna like go on my 13-year-old adventure or something like that. And I love it. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So it's like a story. It's like a book based off of the movie, I'm assuming, but it could have been. No, this inspired the enchanting animated film. That's even cooler. Oh my gosh. Thank you. This is so cool. This is so exciting. Oh my goodness. Guys, do you see the little imprint of a cat? I didn't even know this existed. I'm very, very excited right now. But let's grab this last wrapped one because it goes together with these two books right here. So, oh my gosh, okay. So this was gifted to me by Kelly, and she wrote me a really, really lovely message, and I just want to say thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for giving me what you did give me. Like, it is absolutely like, it was mind-blowing. Like when I opened it up, I was like, there's no way. But I'm glad that my videos could be a source of comfort for you in such a dark time, and I hope you're doing okay. So the thing that's in this bag that came along with the other ones, I didn't know what was in the bag. I just knew like that it was probably gonna be similar. So it's The Little Mermaid and Other Fairy Tales by Hans Christian Andersen. And then she also gifted me The Beauty and the Beast and Peter Pan. Like the amount of just, it's a lot. Like this is hard for me to process just because like this to me is just so much. Like it's just too much like for what I do. That's how it feels. I mean, all of this is how that feels. Like getting books just for making videos. I mean, that's a little bit mind-blowing, but like when I see something like this where it's like my videos touched you so much in such a dark time that you felt like the need or the want to give me something of this value is just mind-blowing, and I want to say thank you so much. Like, this is 100% gonna be like a prized possession. Every single one of these books is a prized possession now, guys. Like, it's just that I'm sentimental like that. I'm not sentimental about a lot of things, but like this is just one of those things. But these, like, they're such beautiful books. They're books that I never would have dreamed of you guys purchasing for me, so thank you. And these are honestly like my top 3 because there's more of them, I'm pretty sure, but Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Peter Pan are 100% my top 3 stories because, you know, Beauty and the Beast, she reads books. Little Mermaid was the princess I related to the most before the new age Disney princesses, and Peter Pan is just iconic, like Neverland and everything in that story. So thank you so much. I'm gonna read these because I actually haven't read them, and I will also display them on my shelves for all of eternity because, whoa, those are beautiful books. The other one that is like kind of a mind-blowing situation is I now have the entire Throne of Glass series and the minis. Half of these were actually gifted to me by one single person, so let's talk about those ones first. So these 4 minis, the Assassin's Blade, Crown of Midnight, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash, were all gifted to me by V, so thank you so much for completing my collection. I'm so excited. These are adorable. When I first saw that these were coming out, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna spend my money on mini versions of books that I already have. But then I saw them in person and I was like, that is the cutest thing in the world. I need to have it. So I started my collection earlier in that month with Throne of Glass, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, and Empire of Storms, which are arguably probably like my top books for different reasons. I never expected to be able to finish it so quickly, so thank you, V. They're gonna look so freaking cute on my shelves. I love how they look together. They're beautiful. They're adorable. I can take them traveling because like this will fit in a backpack. I could read the entire Throne of Glass series whenever I want. Literally shocked that someone would buy me the rest of the books that I needed to complete the collection. Like, that's too sweet. Thank you for indulging me in my Sarah J Maas insanity. So a couple more books that, or no, just one more book that I bought myself, but I bought it using a gift card from my boyfriend's family, so technically this is a gift from them. Look how pretty this book is. It's classic ghost stories, and it's just a dark gray with silver embossing, with a spider in a web, silver sprayed edge, spooky spine, spooky book for the spooky season, featuring spooky stories by amazing classic authors. So I'm really, really excited about these. I love the Barnes & Noble Classics editions, but I can almost never convince myself to buy them. So when I got the gift card, one of the things that I wanted to definitely get was one of the classics. But when I was looking through the ones that my Barnes & Noble currently has, I just wasn't like blown away by any of them except for this one because it's just so beautiful, so beautiful. So I'm really excited to potentially read it. We'll see. I don't know what stories are in it. I know Edgar Allan Poe, which love Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, guys, look at those end papers. It just looks so good. And I know this is gonna look really good on my shelves, so I got it. There's really no other reason besides that. And technically, you know, thank you to my boyfriend's family. Oh wait, there is one more thing that I got myself. A Court of Thorns and Roses. This is the fancy slipcase edition, which I turned inside out so you guys wouldn't just be able to read it, but now I'm having a hard time. Guys, look at that! This is so beautiful. This is matching the Throne of Glass Collector's Edition, and I wanted it again the moment it came out, but I was like unable to convince myself to spend that much money on it quite yet. But for my birthday, I was like, it's my birthday. I can indulge. I have obviously indulged a lot. I'm very excited. This is just the fancy like collector's edition that Sarah J Maas came out with for A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's the same story, just like some fancy embellishments throughout and like a beautiful slipcase to slide right in. So that finishes off this haul. Let's actually count how many books there were. Whoa, okay. Including the Book of the Month books, there were 38 books in this haul. I just want to say, like, again, a really, 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 really huge thank you to everyone that sent me books. Like, I am very, very grateful to it. It's something that I never expect, never would, I don't know, that I would never want to feel like you needed to do at all. But I know that a lot of people actually like really want to do that, and that is why I released my Amazon wishlist, and I just want to say thank you. Like, this was completely unnecessary. I already feel your love, every single time you guys like my videos, every single time you guys comment in my comments. I know that I'm pretty atrocious at constantly commenting back. It's something I'm working on because I always read your comments. I just sometimes don't like react. So, but I always love to read your comments and see what you guys have to say. I appreciate it literally so much. Like, thank you anyone who subscribed to me, for even just watching my videos, for just being there. That's always going to be enough. But when people go above and beyond and like gift me stuff, it's very surreal. You know, I don't feel like I don't feel like my content makes me deserving of anything like this. So whenever I get something like this, it's just like mind-blowing. I know, Luna, you agree. She's like, yeah, your content's not worth it. But yeah, so thank you guys so much. You made my birthday incredibly special, and I just can't wait to dive into these books. I know I've been having a hard time. This reading slump has been kicking my butt, but hopefully these books will pull me right out, which I feel like they will. Like, these are books that I've been so excited about, so thanks. That's gonna be it for this video today, guys. Just be sure, if you want to check any of these books out, get better summaries on them, the links will be down below, as well as the links to Book of the Month if you wanted to check them out. And Luna wants me to open the door, so I think that's gonna be it for this video today, guys. I love you all so much, literally to the moon and back. Thank you for being you, and thank you for watching my videos, and I will see you in, I hit my nose, my next one. Goodbye. Guys, you know what I just realized I didn't haul? We're gonna haul it. All of you. This is actually a book that my boyfriend got me for my birthday, and he always gets me like really cute little graphic novel style books, so they're little like fruit puns. There's actual quotes throughout it, but you make my heart skip a beat. You are a hoot. You blow me away. I love a cute pun. Wanna chill? Winky face. Oh, I love this. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I mean, obviously this is being hauled. This was a book I got for my birthday. Yeah. So 39 books. So cute. Ooh, let's grab. Thank you so. My cat's crying. T'Challa. Come in, dude. I can't keep the door open, lover. Come on. Okay, and bye. He wants me to keep the door open when my roommates are watching a movie. Thank you. You're welcome. No, not you're welcome, but thank you.